Hey, yeah. Um, I did a live journey and then wasn't recording. I did two live journeys and it wasn't recording. So I'm just gonna tell you it won't be live, but I'll just remember and recall what was done on the journey. So I did a journey on Russell Brand because he's there was a news story. I didn't read the news story, just the headline. So basically, he's got a massive platform, and he talks to thousands of people. Then, and it's really good stuff. Like talks, I've seen him like TikToks where he's exposing like the pharmaceutical companies and what happened over COVID and all those sort of things. So it's like really really good stuff. Like comes across as a very very intelligent individual. And good, like who wants the best for humanity. But he's a bit odd, isn't he? Because he's like married to Katy Perry. It's just like, is he one of those people that he's kind of like, is he a puppet or is he what he says he is? So I kind of went and spoke to him. Now I spoke to him on a higher level, so I went to his soul, and he invited me in, and he showed me his life. So he showed me the beginning of his life. Dad wasn't in the picture. Dad was not in the picture. And I saw that he had a brilliant relationship with his mum, a really close, really lovely relationship. Mum, really, really beautiful woman, love it, very nurturing, loving lady. And then he had this, even as a kid, he had this energy like, I can do what I want, I'm special. Like, he believed he was special and he could do what he wanted. And then, so he had kind of like a swag about him, even as a little kid. And then I saw him, he showed me his drug days. It was a drug addict, like a serious drug addict. He showed me a needle, so I assume that's heroin. And then he said, but it was even though it was hell and he was in hell, it was very good for him because he came out of that. He climbed himself out of that, and he became very empathic and humbled, and he was able to connect with people on a human level, which they never had really before. So he was able to really made him human. That weird thing to say, but yeah, humbled and human and stuff. And then he said, of course I was going to become a celebrity. He said, I've got the personality. He says he's got this sexual energy about him that opened doors. So I saw him basically show he wined and dined women and that helped him get into certain positions at the right time. So but it was like no abuse. He prefers women than men. He prefers hanging out with women than men. He's way more comfortable, and I assume that's because of his past and not really having a father figure in his life. He showed me, he says he's like a nightmare to live with. He has to be doing something all the time. He's got like ADHD kind of thing. He can't relax. So he says he's a nightmare to live with. He showed me the relationship with Katy Perry, and there was genuine love. He loved her. And they got married. It said it all happened very fast, but it was genuine. It wasn't from ego or something. There was a heart connection, but he didn't see behind her the control that was behind her. So he showed me that. I don't know if he knows this on a conscious level today, but his soul showed me that she's an MK Ultra, which means she's programmed. And obviously know about programming myself. She probably doesn't know that she's programmed, that she was programmed and traumatized, and therefore they use the trauma to manipulate the individual throughout that life. And I got the very much Marilyn Monroe kind of energy from her, and Marilyn Monroe was kind of like a spy, a secret spy, and passed information along. I didn't really go into it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Russell was kind of targeted by her to control him. But he said that the reason the separation and what really broke the camel's back is that he loves England. He loves England. England's his home. He didn't want to live in America, and she would not give that up. So she wouldn't come to England or anything like that. So to live there, and he said her career was way more important than the marriage, and that's what broke the marriage up. But when he showed me the breaking up of the marriage, he got attacked, like on a business level, through that breakup, because either they wanted him over there, but I don't know. So he showed me contracts that he suffered, that he didn't get because of the breakup of the relationship. Then I went into asking him about his platform. So his platform and how he can talk to everybody, and he hasn't been pulled down, or, you know, it hasn't. Right, so when I look at reality, I see two realities. It's like two realities taking place, and potentially everyone go into a really beautiful reality. The beautiful reality's there, and then you've got the dark reality. So when I see Russell, he's standing in the light reality, but his business contracts are in the dark reality. And what I saw was, what was interesting, he stopped talking to me, and so I had to go and investigate, and see it. And it's like he wanted me to see it. So I saw Rupert Murdoch. So he had a line to Rupert Murdoch, and there was 3 other people, and money, exchanging of money. And he told me basically that he's censored. He's censored, so he can't go into healing or emphasize that too much. Healing and the basis of reality, how your reality can change. He has to go and stay in the reality will only change when the politicians are down and the system is down, where that is not entirely true. There are many, many people around the world that have been on a self-healing path, and they're healing the inner world of them, so their outer world reflects what's going on within them. And that is what they don't want you to understand, that you actually have the power to change your reality. But why they're allowing Russell to do this, because they want people in the old energies. And what Russell actually does is keep people in the old energies, where people are fucking them over, they're disempowered, the elite have to they have to fall in order for you to have a good life. And they want that, because when I went to looking behind Rupert Murdoch, the reason he's supporting that is because they want one world government, and that one world government won't be actual people, but it will be an AI system, and it's keeping people locked. So they'll be cheering for obviously we want to see the politicians all fall, and it's going to fall, but they're cheering, but what's going to come in place is the AI system. So that's why he's allowed to have that platform, and that's why he's allowed to. So the reason he's got that platform, and the reason he's big as well, is because they allow him that. They're using him to keep people in that frequency. And you wake up and you feel very victimized by your reality. You very And that's because of the victim energies that you hold within. And then you start healing, and your reality starts to change. You start to bring in different energies into your reality. If I look at when I woke up and then shit hit the fan, and attacks to triggers to trauma coming up to all this, reality was a bloody mess. And the more I've healed, reality's got calmer and calmer and calmer and normal, and that's because of all the healing that I've done. So just through self-understanding and self-acceptance, self-love, all that, respect, coming out of the abuse victim mentality, you create a different frequency within you which you experience on the outside of you. So therefore you have the power within, and that just comes from the understanding of who you are. And you also, I mean for me, and I've heard it from many of you guys, that the outer reality doesn't affect you in the way it does. And if it does affect you, no need to worry. It's just more of why does it affect you, what is it triggered within you, and looking at yourself. So okay, so yeah, Russell, he's a good guy, but he's being very manipulated by the dark in order to keep people in the old frequencies. Okay. And he also showed me that they basically, he was trying, the restriction that he has, he wanted out of it. And this is why the accusations that are coming at him, rape, I saw the word rape, and it's not true, it's false. But because he's not abiding by what they want, they're coming after him. But he's being paid by the elite, so he's associated with him. So it's kind of worse, because it's like he kind of knows, he's this guy of light, but he needs to really stand on his own 2 feet and not be controlled by the elite. And maybe this will be a good thing for him, so he can break free from it. Who knows? Okay. You take care. Thanks for listening. Bye.